Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting to be talking about this today, but it's been discovered that in MW2 Multiplayer, we have not one, but two key factors of a class setup that appear to be basically useless. They're completely broken. We don't know if this is intended or not, but Suppressors and Ghost. New information has surfaced via Jack Frags. He did some testing and it reveals some pretty big things about your class setups that you probably want to change. All right, so you have no Ghost on, correct?
Correct, no Ghost.
All right, pop in UAV. Okay, shoot your gun. So you still show up on the minimap, all fine. That's how Ghost is supposed to work, or no Ghost is supposed to work. Standard UAV, you show up as a red dot. All right, so you have Ghost now, right?
Correct.
So I'm gonna pop this and stay still. Just stand on the car.
Yep.
Gonna sweep. You don't show up. Run around. Just keep moving, keep moving. All right, so even if you run around, you're not showing up on Ghost. Now stand still. Shoot your gun. Stop. And you show up on my UAV. Now shoot again and start running around. Get another sweep here, see if it logs that. So long as you shoot before the ping starts or the sweep starts, if you shoot just after my sweep, you won't show up on my UAV. But if you shoot in between the time that a sweep stops and a sweep starts, you're gonna show up on my UAV, regardless of if you're moving or not, even if you have a suppressor and Ghost equipped. Which is actually wild because it makes both of those things completely stupid. So before we break down why this is so bad, just want to remind you guys, if you are new to the channel, every single day I got you covered with news, updates, class setups, tips, information like this to help you guys get better at the game and improve on a daily basis. So if you want to guarantee you're always up to date, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. Around 54% of viewers watching are not subbed, and we are on the road to 900,000 subscribers. I'd love to get as close to that as possible by Warzone 2. We're gaining like 1,000 new subs every day, so seriously, thank you guys so much for all the support. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it as well. Let's try and aim for 3,000 likes, a little bit of a higher like goal. But as you guys saw testing in that private match with Lazy, it did not matter if he had a suppressor on, if he had Ghost on. If you fire your gun, a UAV is going to show your red dot. Now, it's going to show your position currently, not where you shot, which is both good and bad, depending on, the situation at hand. But essentially, what this does is make two key parts of your class setup completely obsolete. If you go into your muzzles and you look at any of these suppressors, that you can see, they all offer plus sound suppression, plus sound suppression, plus sound suppression, so on and so forth. They all do that. Now, other suppressors also offer plus bullet velocity and smoothness, which is all right. Also, post-edit Zach here for the first time. There's multiple post-edit Zachs in this video, but recoil smoothness already doesn't do anything. So this pro on all the suppressors is not actually helping with your recoil. Ace did like the hardcore testing for all the recoil benefits, and smoothness came back as having no noticeable change on your weapon's recoil. So that pro is already useless and not helping suppressors as is. So not helping their case there. Plus damage range and velocity and smoothness, that's pretty solid. Same deal there, just plus smoothness for that. So you might look at these and without knowing this information, you might say, okay, enemies aren't going to hear me. I'm also going to get that better velocity, that better range. Now, for what it's worth, with MW2 this year specifically, as opposed to previous years, with Vanguard, Cold War, so on and so forth, suppressors are already very, very bad for multiplayer because they kill your mobility. All the cons of these suppressors are not ideal. You'll notice minus ADS speed, minus aim walking speed, minus stability, minus damage range. So this one is like the lesser of all evils, but it's still not great. Minus ADS speed, minus ADS speed. And that's bad in this game because it relies so much on having your sights up first because the TTK is so fast. So I was already saying, suppressors, not really all that great. Muzzles in general can oftentimes not be all that great. But now with this information, suppressors aren't even doing the stealth aspect of what they need to do because you're still going to show up on that UAV. And with the way that the minimap works in this game, with the red dots not showing up when you shoot an unsuppressed weapon, that also makes suppressors even more useless. But now, with the UAV being so crutched because people want to see those red dots, it doesn't matter if you're using a suppressor, you're still showing up there. And then to counter potentially showing up on that UAV, you would have Ghost, right? Because obviously that's what this perk does. Undetectable by UAVs, portable radars, and heartbeat sensors, except if you shoot. They really should include that on this description. I think Jack Frags was saying something along the lines of that as well. This gives you the indication that no matter what you're doing, standing still, hunkered down in a corner, behind your riot shield, if you have Ghost on, you're going to be hidden off of all of these. If you're running around, running and gunning, you know, dropping a 10 kill streak and you have a suppressed weapon, you're super stealth mode, right? If somebody calls in a UAV, if somebody drops a portable radar, if someone has a heartbeat sensor, you are going to show up on all of those as a red dot. All right, it's post-edit Zach yet again. So obviously the description says portable radars and heartbeat sensors is where you're undetectable too. Jack Frags did the full-on testing for that in his video. Obviously, we didn't at the start of this video. We were just showing the UAV, but it's the same premise as with the UAV. If you stand still and don't shoot, the portable radar will not show you, the heartbeat will not show you. However, the minute you go to shoot, if you are within the distance of a portable radar, if you're within that radius, or if you are on somebody's heartbeat sensor, you're gonna show up as a red dot or as an indicator on the heartbeat sensor itself. So really, anytime you shoot your gun, Ghost becomes absolutely useless. Is like the long story short with that part. Doesn't matter if you're using a suppressor, does not matter if you have this perk equipped. So what do you need to change going forward? Well, until this either gets updated or fixed, absolutely drop Ghost. In my opinion, the next best ultimate perk here is Quick Fix. It allows you to start regenning the second you get a kill, which in this game is super clutch because the TTK, again, being so fast, you need that health as often as possible. So I think Quick Fix is the #1 option. High Alert is probably #2, and then Bird's Eye is probably #3. Ghost now really is not all that worth it. Like, genuinely, the only time Ghost is worth it is if you are not shooting a gun. So maybe if you're using a knife or a riot shield, then sure, it would work. Or if you were just trying to win without getting a single kill, then sure, Ghost is your best friend. But if you plan on shooting, which I know you do because it's Call of Duty and that's the whole point of the game, Ghost isn't working. It doesn't hide you. It doesn't do what it's supposed to do here. And suppressor or not, it's also not worth it as well. So now suppressors are like, it's a double negative, right? Which is not, you know, turning into a positive. It's a double whammy, really, is what I should say, because they kill your ADS speed, which is already bad. Some of them don't actually help your recoil, like the smoothness stats here aren't really doing much. And now they're not even hiding you. You can still hear them and you still show up on the radar with them as well. So there's no point in running either of these on any of your loadouts right now. If anything changes with these in the future, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated, hopefully with like the season 1 patch notes and everything there when we have, you know, detailed weapon updates and like the big changes it seems like Infinity Ward was saying. We'll get some information on this, but until then, I would suggest avoiding these on your class setups. Again, big shout out to Jack Frags for bringing this information to light. Definitely, you know, game-changing stuff when it comes down to it. But that being said, that's going to wrap things up for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you are new to the channel, every single day I got you covered with news, updates, class setups, and tips. So feel free to hit that subscribe button. Join us on the road to 900,000 subs. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.